Okay, well here's an idea for sowing seeds into a seed tray and then actually being able to slide them out and plant them out into the ground. Reason for this, good examples of things we can sow are things like hardy annuals, which I don't know if like me, sometimes I'll sow them outside and then I forget where they are and I'll hoe them up, or they just don't grow, or the slugs get them. If you're getting them to a certain size and then putting them out, you've got a greater chance of, well, A, you know where they are, you can see them, and also they're bigger, so the slugs are perhaps less likely to eat them. The thing is with sowing hardy annuals, things like calendula, we've got things like Californian poppies, cornflowers. They're very easy to sow, but as I say, you can sometimes forget where they are. With this method, is literally we're going to sow them into this seed tray. Now the way to do it is the idea is to get actually a real flimsy seed tray. You can get the sort of cheapest ones you can get. The reason the flimsy ones are best is because you can then cut the end. So the idea is you actually cut the end, just cut down the sides so that it flips open like this. Then you need something like a piece of material like this. This is Hessian. Now I think Hessian is going to be the best thing to use. The reason being, it's firm, it's got some structure, but it's got holes in it, quite decent size holes in it, which means that the roots are going to be able to get through it, which is what we want. So the idea is then you cut a piece to line the base of the tray, like so. Well, actually what you need to do then is then you get a little bit of tape, just some quite sturdy gaffer tape, and literally seal up the ends of the tray where you've cut. So we've then got a nice firm seed tray. Back again, and just leave, and I've cut enough so that there's a bit over the side, and now we fill it with compost. A bit more. You probably want to firm it reasonably well so that it will then, the whole lot will then slide out nicely. And then you sow. I'm going to sow some calendula here. The idea is that you sow them, you space sow them, so that you're not going to have to disturb them, so that when you actually plant them, you'll actually plant the whole lot just in one. You'll just slide it out into the soil, so you won't need to actually remove any plants. So I'm going to actually space sow them. I might sow them a little bit closer together, because if some don't germinate, at least we've got some that are still growing. But I'm not going to sow them too thickly. Just a couple more for luck, just in case the others don't germinate. And a little bit more soil over the top. And you could probably sow these in March time. A little bit earlier than you would normally sow them, and if you put them in a cold greenhouse just to get them going, and then come sort of beginning of April to mid-April, these should be a decent size, but not too tall, but just maybe just a few inches tall. Just once they get to that stage, you can then take them outside, make a little bit of a just dig a little bit of the soil out. Take the tape off and then slide the whole lot out into the soil. Just sort of add a little bit of soil around them and just water them in, and they'll just grow away nicely.